Shit. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Shit. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. If he knocking watch lights out, my spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. You already know what time it is. It's time for that Culture for the Street. Live from 3300 Trap Street, man. It's no news like street news, whether you're here for the streets or the news, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We got to talk about Young Thug and the controversy that surrounds Young Thug. But first and foremost, I got my boy Highway Henny in the building, man. What's up, my guy?
Appreciate you, man. Henny, you know what I'm saying? You catch me on IG, YUNGHENNEY 33. Facebook, Reese, Henny is the last name, you know, feeling some type of way about what I seen last night, so I figured I'd chime in and definitely I can give a little bit of my opinion on that interview.
How you feel about we gonna get into the whole situation as far as the interrogation tapes and then, you know, just the Gunna and Thugga situation, YSL as a whole, Atlanta as a whole as well, because you know Atlanta been holding the region of hip hop down for almost 30 years now. So to see it go to shambles because of the actions of one man, and it seemed like these tapes is exposing a lot with the industry and the people in Atlanta, not just Young Thug. So how you feel about what's going on with that?
Well, see, it's crazy because you know I grew up down there, so to see the way that everything was divided and it's just now coming to surface, like everybody's just now finding out, and it's like it low-key seemed like he was the void between everybody, but they don't go public. Like Atlanta don't really go public with what's going on in Atlanta. It stays in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So it's like now he putting other people's shit out there that really, you know what I'm saying, ain't had nothing. So it's kind of one of them to where it's like,
you might have to go speak. You might have to go speak, or I hear some clicking. I don't know. That got to be you, but I hear what you're saying.
It might be that TV in the back. You still here?
Go ahead.
But yeah, it's one of them to where it's like, man, everybody was together for so long when it was like in the outcast.
I can hear you, but it's like some clicking going on. Fix that before we get into it, because I know you're about to make a real valid statement, man. But everybody that's in, man, let us know where you from, man. Shout to state, out to city, man. And you know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all feel about this whole Thugga situation. Is YSL done? Is they finito? Is his career over with? Will YSL ever recover as a brand from what's going on? And most importantly, will Atlanta lose their wave in the process of Young Thug going through all this controversy going through?
But go ahead, Doug. It's really like a void, because you know back when from Outcast to everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's your connection to the headset, cuz for real. You might just have to go straight speaker on your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go straight speaker probably.
Yeah, see, I don't hear it. Yeah, I hear it.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Your voice went out. You went out. I don't know what you did, but you stopped. I stopped being able to hear you. I don't know if you cut the mic off. You did something with your mic. You might have to go out and come back in. Yeah, but anyway, you know, we're going to react to this video because I want to, you know, for those who didn't see it or might have saw a piece of it and didn't catch too much of what Thug said, it was a lot being said. And I feel like from my perspective, when Thug, let me just say this, Thug shouldn't even did the interview. Let me just say that. Somebody in his team, one of his close friends, one of his family members, his lawyers, somebody was supposed to tell this man, look, bruh, calm it down. Text this nigga. Hey, you saying too much. You giving
too much, my nigga. Yeah, somebody supposed to tell you doing too much.
And I just think like he came, you know, to do the interview and explain himself, but in the process, he explained everything but his actions. We heard everything except for his personal actions, the actions that we was waiting to hear.
Really wanted to hear about. You spoke about
Yeah,
everything, but the real reason what you doing this interview for.
yeah. And
But it
I
was
think that
like,
made it bad.
it was like what it is like, man, you know, back when it was Jermaine Dupri, you know what I'm saying? It was T.I., it was, you know what I'm saying, Jeezy, it was all different people in Atlanta that had different eras. You never heard shit like even with the Gucci and Jeezy shit, like you never heard shit like this. Like this is really sitting down pillow
I
talking.
don't know what that is. I hear it though.
It's still popping.
I
Turn that
don't know
up.
what that is. I hear it here and there though, but I hear you crispy clean. It's just here and there. I hear some popping. I don't know what that is. You know, I ain't got nothing really around me that song, but you
I don't
know,
know. It might have been her over here playing something in the background, my daughter. But yeah, it's like dog. He really
yeah,
single-handedly
yeah,
put himself in the middle of like a void.
yeah, he did. But at the end of the day, he making Atlanta look bad because a lot of people held Young Thug. The Young Thug, like his respect level in Atlanta was up here, bro. And a lot of people that we have respect for in the hip hop culture of Atlanta. We can't necessarily say the streets because we don't know who really in the streets. We don't know who really participating. We don't know everybody on top of that. You know what I'm saying? But we admire these people based off of what they did in hip hop. But to see these same people, your TIs, your little babies, you had other people, your young schoolers, you had Future, you got 21 Savage, you got so many people in Atlanta that really made a mark in Atlanta, that really stand for Atlanta and speak for Atlanta in their own way, that had like a certain type of respect for Thug that made you feel like Thug doing something to have more respect from our eye, from our view than everybody else is, because everybody, like you will hear 21 Savage say, I ain't gonna do this until I hear from Thug. It's almost like everybody that messed with Thug had that same mentality, like, you know what I mean?
And it was listed like he had that much pull. He had that much influence. You gotta look at how NBA YoungBoy. Remember, he got a chain made of that nigga. Like that age group look up to that nigga like he's their Little Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's their Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at it like he had a whole era of kids that's in the industry now off of the Young Thug wave.
I don't know what that is, cuz, but you clicking. I don't know. You might want to go out, cut your phone off, come back in something.
Turn that
It's
AC off.
clicking. I
That
can
kid,
hear it. But you right though. Everybody looked up to Thugger. People start rapping like Young Thug.
he changed the whole thing. That mumble rap shit, all that was him.
He changed the whole wave, and at the end of the day, when he changed the wave, a lot of people started looking up to him, not just in Atlanta, but worldwide. That's why I feel like YSL not only it's the end of YSL, I also feel like it's the end of Thug too, because YSL as a whole, we watch majority of them go south. And then when we watch Young Thug blame everybody, we watch him end up really doing the same thing they did allegedly before they even did. You see what I'm saying? So the leader was just as bad as the people he was trying to throw the dirt on. You see what I'm saying?
And it's like it seemed like he was the first one to start giving them pieces to the puzzle to even do the Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking before they even pick niggas up. Like you giving pieces, like, well, we was cool with Wayne because we was serving him. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, you ain't that. He was never supposed to say that.
Like we was serving him, but dude, I wasn't doing nothing with that. I was cool with me. I'm a fan of his music. That's about all you was supposed to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like him. You know what I'm saying? I look up to him. Da, 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 da.
And
That's
my
it.
whole thing is he said that out of, you know, trying to get Duke out of a situation like, okay, his allegations is he shot the truck up. But I'm saying we was serving them niggas. Why would he shoot the truck up? It still don't make no sense. Okay, you trying to say he didn't shoot nothing, but you trying to say instead of shooting at somebody, he's serving
He's
somebody.
serving this nigga. So you giving him a whole
That's
different
bad too.
charge. That's a whole nother charge.
That's bad too.
So now
That's bad too.
you just You gave them, if they already knew what was going on with that situation, you then gave them some shit that they didn't even know about that they could add in there.
Yeah.
Like that pop and stop, cuz?
Huh?
Did that pop and stop?
No, I still hear it a little bit, man. I don't know what it is though. I can't really put my finger on what the sound is, but I can hear it come in, come out. I don't know if they can necessarily hear it. If y'all hear that popping, let me know in the comments so we can get that
Yeah,
together
so
for
I'll
y'all,
come
man.
in out real quick.
But
So
you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into this video because man, Thugga, man. And what bothered me, like this really bothered me, bro, because you know I expected a different type of thug to show up. I don't know about nobody else. I expected Thug to show up and be Thug. This was like it was like being in a basketball
he don't have
basketball
that
game.
confidence. He ain't had that confidence that swagger that he move around with, that boss, that I'm a boss, I'm that nigga type vibe. Like
He
he
didn't
didn't
have
have
that
that.
aura, cuz.
You know what I'm saying? He was like the little nigga. He had that, like he was in there trying to explain himself to the big homie.
Yeah, he didn't have that. He didn't have that I'm big slime aura. He had that. It just was like, man, he was a little bit broken, man. He couldn't sit still. His posture was off. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I felt like he needed to do it. I just felt like he didn't do it nowhere close to how he should have did it.
I think he rushed without thinking before he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like you jumped out there trying to defend yourself without really paying attention to what you was about to say first.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And shout out to Big Bank too, because not too many people would have even been able to get Thugga in front of the camera like this to ask him certain things, even though we might feel like Big Bank didn't ask him everything.
I
We
think during
felt
the
he should.
interview, he was kind of fucking Big Bank up with the answers to where he was like, I can't believe this nigga saying this shit either. You know what I'm saying? To where it kind of threw him for a loop. Like, should I ask this nigga certain shit? Because he already telling too much.
But we talking about a street legend though, cuz. Look at Thugga, cuz. Look at Thugga. Look at the way he looking at Big Bang, and we can't even see
Right.
how his eyes is tuned in, right? But look at the way his posture toward Big Bang is, and look at Big Bang posture. Big Bang chilling, because at the end of the day, Big Bang sitting like he know he the OG of the situation. He looking at Thugger like, nigga, you gotta explain yourself.
And
I
that
watch
nigga
Big
Thug
Facts
sitting there
all the
legs
time, bro. One
shaking.
thing about Big Bang ain't an animated dude like that. But he's a serious dude. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
you could just tell he had this look of disappointment the whole time, bro. The whole time. But we about to get into this video, man. Thugger interview breaking his silence on Gunna, Gucci Man, Lil Wayne, Glorilla, everybody else he was talking about, because they is allegedly saying that it's more tapes that's supposed to come out. We don't know if that's a rumor or the truth, but we gonna find out. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, how you feeling? I'm planning. That's what it's about. Where your mental at, though? Mentally, I feel like sometimes you be up, sometimes you be down, but
You just nervous.
I feel like mentally, the game that I'm in, I'm not into sports, or you know, I'm not an actor, none of that. The game I'm in, no matter what, you want all eyes on you. I feel like right now, this moment, no matter how the eyes look, the eyes can look devastating, the eyes can look betrayed, the eyes can look no matter how the eyes look. In the game I'm in, you want all eyes on you. No matter how they come. I always pray for that. God, I want all eyes on me. No matter how the eyes look. I guess this is him saying, hey, no matter how they looking, no matter how the eyes look. A lot of the eyes gonna be like, you did wrong. A lot of the eyes gonna be like, you right. Hey, before we get into all that though, like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and, you know, the talk, whatever. That's the reason why I said I got Jeff. I want to talk. I ain't never seen you in no interview like speak on John Burr South with Lil Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a
I feel like just not even on no super manly shit or nothing like that. I feel like personally, I wasn't raised by like victims or men with like really touching feelings or like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised by those type of men. I wasn't raised by the Wellers. I was raised by men that always said, keep going, no matter what, go forward. Because you got to understand, my mom got 11 kids. My daddy, he couldn't sit and be in his feelings about certain things because he still got 11 people to feed, plus my mom, plus him, plus his other kids. My daddy got 15 people he got to worry about every day. So he ain't have a chance to sit back and just focus on his feelings and feel certain things. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised by a man who just was like, go forward, because that's what matters. What matters is not sitting and just being stuck in the moment and dwelling on certain things. Like that ain't what life is about. When you living as a king, it's about going forward. I think I did that so much to the point where I forget to speak about certain things. I be forgetting to speak about Lil Jeff.
What's your earliest memory? That's great. I ain't never had nobody that question. What's your earliest memory? Like, if you could think of your earliest memory, like it's the first thing I remember as far as back I can remember. You know what I'm saying?
My earliest memory was Jonesboro South, my hood, the hood I'm from, the project I'm from, Jonesboro South. My brother Free Umfung. My brother, he burned the house down playing with matches. Cause you know when you're in the project, you got that big ass long metal heater connected to the wall that come in the little snake looking heater. He playing with matches on it and it burnt down the whole building though. It ain't even burned down just our apartment, it burnt down the whole building.
I don't know this shit.
That's my first memory, like real life.
You know, coming up, like what's the first time you knew, like that's your first, what type of memory would you say that is? Good or bad or in between?
Bro, we were raised so different. You too, bro. Men like you raised me, from even if it's from a distance. Yeah. I always looked up to real.
And shout out to Ota on the go, man. Make sure y'all go to his channel, subscribe to his channel. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of people that, you know, made videos of the interview, but I used Ota on the go because his shit was a little bit more crispy. So shout out to Ota on the go. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel. And once again, shout out Big Bank for the interview on Young Thug.
Street dudes, real guys who from the street and this and that. I always looked at it. So men, like, I don't even look at that like it's bad. Yeah. I look at that like a fun memory. Like, damn, that's how fucked up we are, bro. That's how we raised. Like, this nigga burnt down the house. I don't even look at it like it's bad. Yeah. I looked up to him for that. Like, damn, but this nigga know how to set a fire. But this nigga know how to set a fire. At 5 years old, he know how to set a fire. I'm asking him, how the hell you set? How you do it? Like, that's just, I'm telling you, that's just how we were raised, bro. That's just how we was raised for real. So I know you got some crazy memories.
I was just saying, when I asked you the question, I was just trying to think of mine. My first one, but I can't. But I would say, what's your first happy moment
in life?
Yeah.
My first happy moment was when my mama moved out the projects to a house. When my mama moved into her first house instead of apartments, I was like, damn, bro, we got a house. The house was smaller than an apartment. My mama had got a 4-bedroom house. The apartment was 5-bedroom.
You're saying not feeling so confined no more, like around a bunch of people. Now we got rid of some grass.
Like, but I got grass, I got a yard, I got neighbors, like houses. Like, I'm waking up, get on the school bus in front of my house instead of the project. It was wrecked across the street from the project though. But so it's just like, you know, but that was like one of my first happy moments, and that I remember like as a kid.
What's your first saddest moment?
I used to go with this girl named Santana in Pool Creek. That's when we moved out of Jonesboro South. I moved out of Jonesboro South when I was like 3-4 years old. We moved to Pool Creek, which is right around the corner from Jonesboro South. And I started going with this girl that stayed like 2 apartments down from me. Her name Santana. I was going with her like, we probably like 5-6 years old, like kids. I was going with her, and we was sitting on a bench, and I think I was talking to another girl, and she got in and she hit me with a stick, with a sword, with a real log, scarred me right here and right here. Hit me with a log.
Made you sad?
Yeah, because it was like dang, she broke up with me. I'm like, dang, I lost my girlfriend.
Oh yeah. What's the first time you feel like you felt
Feeling overwhelmed by social pressures and stressed by packed schedules at school? At Odella,
betrayed? Like as a kid coming up, or no?
My first betrayal was like, cause I'm a kid, so I wasn't introduced to the world or like niggas or friends. You know, you confined to just your household and the apartments you live in. So my first betrayal was probably like my other family members, like me hearing my auntie say, you know, she don't want my mom kids at her house because we just too deep. Like we got roaches in our house. Our clothes got roaches, so we might come to her house and some roaches might come out of ours. Now she got roaches in our house, and I understand it. You know, no harsh feelings, but you know that type of shit. The nigga that I am. That's the type I was dealing with in life as a kid. I was dealing with that. Like my mom got so many children to the point where her sisters and brothers like, man, hell no, we don't even want to deal with y'all. No sir, too many of y'all there. They weren't even on no bullshit. Just like she like, man, I got a 3-bedroom apartment. I'm goddamn raising my kids a certain way. Y'all over here, y'all grown in hell. Y'all doing what y'all want to do. And like, hell nah, we don't want that shit over here. I want my kids to grow up, you know, a different way. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of shit I was dealing with. Like that was my first like betrayal, just like hearing my auntie say she didn't want us at our house. We carry roaches.
Damn. Hey, shit, we had roaches like.
Of course.
But hey,
my auntie them did too, but they was so small, so she was able to exterminate them. She was able to get rid of the certain. She just got
a little bit.
Yeah, she had roaches just because she lived in the projects. She was clean as a motherfucker. She had them 3 kids. All them were respectful, cool people, cool kids, all that. So she can contain like what's going on in her house. We just so deep. It's just like y'all finna come over here. We broke ahead. We got this smaller amount of food stamps than your mama. My mama got a lot of food stamps because she got a lot of kids. Her mama like, man, we got $300 a month worth of food stamps. Y'all come over here, y'all eat all the goddamn food because y'all just deep. Y'all ain't even trying to do no shit. Y'all eat all the food. Now my family don't, you know, just like that type.
You know, until recently, like, and a lot of people who watching, they probably been watching me, they see like, I ain't different. I feel like I'm different. I know I'm different now. Like at first I was trying to trick myself into being different and it ended up working. You get what I'm saying? So, and I started realizing certain like, damn, man, this how you felt about this, or this what shaped you, or this what made you start to think like this, and this what made you, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how do you think Lil Jeff impacted Young Thug?
A few things. It was a few reasons. A few things like from me being Lil Jeff impacted Young Thug. Like some of the shit that I just spoke on. Like that made me like love people more because I seen like some parts of my family like not having the gratitude and like love that I wanted as a kid. Like I actually love my auntie. I actually love my cousins from my auntie kids. I actually love them. Mm-hmm. And my mama, we were so deep. My mama always taught us like love, bro. Y'all supposed to be with each other. We'll never go against these folks. Love, you know. So those type of situations impact the impact Lil Jeff to Young Thug. Just like I'm telling you, you got to think. My mom got a 5-bedroom apartment. We 11 deep. All 11 of us live in 5 bedrooms. So I'm sleeping in the same bed with 4 other people. The 4 youngest kids my mama got sleeping in 1 bed. Then the middle 3 sleeping in 2 beds in their room. They got 2 different beds in their room, in 1 room. Then the other, it's like that. So I grew up off of like, you gotta love one another. We ain't had nothing. We was literally damn near junkies. Like we ain't had nothing in the world. We did junkies. I'm telling you, when
I ain't bomb, not junkies.
Like not but junkies, but like bombs. You know what I'm saying? Like junkies.
Yeah.
Like
Fucked
we don't
up.
got nothing. Like I wear my sister clothes to school. My sister then I gotta drop out of school just so I can wear her clothes. And people don't know that I'm wearing her clothes.
That's what I'm saying. How them circumstances, like in what way did that, like what way, what it make you feel like?
Right there, most of this is irrelevant. So we gonna fast forward because I want to get to when he get to asking him about a lot of what's going on.
I can't even trying to listen to his upbringing. It don't even refer.
No, he's just on the ground gasping like, man, hurry up, get me in the car, take me to the hospital. He just was telling us like, I feel like I'm dying. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm dying, bro. I feel everything's slowing down. My heart rate, everything's slowing down. I feel like I'm dying. Y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm right here, bro. Little boy. I'm looking at my mama holding nigga hand like he going in shock. My mama like, Beanie, like, son, you hear me? You hear me? And he just like choking up blood, but he like, you can see he trying to say something. Like he let her know, like, I hear you. He trying to say something, but he can't talk. So my mama like, you hear me? Squeeze my hand. I'm holding one of his hand. My mama holding the other hand. She like, if you hear me, squeeze my hand, son. Squeeze my hand. Don't go, son. You squeezing our hand. I'm like, he still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at this shit as a kid, bro. Like, so from that day forward, I always said, I'm gonna do something to the nigga that killed my brother. That just shaped my life. That made me cause I played football. I looked up to Michael Vick. I played football. I wanted to rap. I looked up to Lil Wayne. I looked up to Michael Vick. I looked up to Hot Boys. That just shaped me from all that. From that point on, I looked up to like steppers. I looked up to niggas from my hood, from Jonesboro South, that handle their business. That shit just made me a whole different person. That one situation. I was never like 9 years old. I was a kid.
So from that point on, how you, like looking back on like what changed? Like what changed in you?
Me, from that day, what changed in me was the way I viewed like niggas that wasn't from where I'm from. Cause that's what it boiled down to. Like a Jonesboro South nigga got killed by a Deal Avenue nigga. So that just started making me be like, man, you ain't from Jonesboro South, nigga. You know what's happening? Now we living that type of life. So that's what I'm saying. Like the situations I was in shaped me in so many ways. It ain't shaped me one way. Cause it was so many different situations, different scenarios to a point where it shaped me so many different ways. Like me not getting love, the proper love from my entire family made me seek love from niggas and women. Me seeing my brother get killed shaped me to how I view niggas in the street, how I view niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
you see
me
Big Bang,
my dad and like moving me away. Like
you
I ain't
see
never
Big
wrote to
Bang,
school,
hold on.
took me to school every day. I had a real father. I never wrote to school, but it shaped me so many different ways. Like, me not getting love, the proper love from my entire family made me seek love from niggas and women. Me seeing my brother get killed shaped me to how I view niggas in the street, how I view niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Me playing with my dad and like moving me away.
No, hold on, man.
Because he don't understand. I don't understand what he's saying.
What changed? Like what changed in you?
This look,
to how I view niggas in the street, how I view niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That look, bruh. That look, bro. You know how when you go home, you know you done fucked up.
You don't know
parents know you did something wrong already, and they just waiting to see if you gonna keep it 100 with them before they whoop up on you.
Not making sense what he's saying.
This
bro.
nigga, Bank looking at this nigga like, man, I know you lying. I'm about to, you know, the belt. He, bruh.
And it's making Thugga uncomfortable. You see him rocking and he can't sit still.
Because he know Big Bank is disappointed, bruh. A bunch of people is disappointed, but to Thugga, to even his fans, you know what I'm saying? They buy his music. He gonna be hurt more by Big Bank being disappointed in what he doing and what he done did and what these, you know, what he happened to explain himself for, because Big Bank come from the street too. So who better to be in front of this dude and sit over there and give him that look, and you take it in and understand that, nigga, he ain't buying what I'm selling, bro. And it's gonna be more looks like that from Big Bank during this interview, bro. And it's gonna make Young Thug uncomfortable.
It's one of them situations where it's like niggas is so disappointed that they waiting to hear you try to understand. You know what I mean? Explain this so we can try to understand what the fuck you was thinking.
Period.
And then you went way off the deep
You know what I'm
end.
saying? We listening to how you grow up. That's how you want to start the interview. That's cool because you're giving people that don't know Young Thug a foundation to start at. You know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't know that. I don't know nothing about the little Jeff shit and all that. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Lil Jeff is him.
I know, but I'm saying that wasn't that his first rap name or something?
I guess the nigga named Jeffrey.
Yeah, no.
How many niggas you know being born in 2000s that's named Jeffrey? Nigga, none.
He gotta be a junior or something, man.
Probably, but it's over with for a motherfucker sitting there talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to name my little newborn when he come out, the name gonna be that shit dead, bruh. It's over with. But he uncomfortable because Bank making him uncomfortable. Bank ain't buying what he's selling, bruh. And
Man,
Bank also ain't the type of person, like him and Baby J didn't take nothing off. They didn't give Rollo no real slack when they interviewed him.
He don't give nobody slack. He gonna come to you real and uncut with it.
Huh?
He gonna come to you real and uncut with it.
Yeah,
and dance
you
around.
ain't got no choice but to respect it because it's coming from a well-respected OG Atlanta nigga, man.
He get the dancing around shit in this conversation and keeps.
But this right here, just screenshot this. Take a mental note of how Bank looking at Thug. It's just the beginning, and he don't buy none of it.
It gets rough.
Rough.
It's me playing foot. My dad and like moving me away. Like I ain't never rode the school bus, but my dad took me to school every day. I had a real father. But I never rode the school bus. That shaped me to being a man. Like I'm gonna be a man. My dad is there. This nigga doing what he doing. He used to do what he do back in the day to hustle to get his money, whatever. Like I looked at all that type of shit. Like damn, he a real man because he's still trying to do whatever he can do to feed all these kids, and he's still taking time out to like take me to school every day and come get me from school every day. Because he just wanted me to be that far away from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like that shaped me in a different way to being the dad that I am to my kids. That shaped me in a different way. You know, just so many different scenarios just shaped me. Like I look at my mama cry every year on my brother's birthday, bro. That nigga died 3 days before my birthday. His funeral was on my birthday. Nigga, I remember my 10th birthday, a funeral. I'm going to a funeral on my 10th birthday, bro. My brother, who just told me before he left out the house and died, I'm gonna give you $100 for your birthday. I'm looking at that. Like, nigga, I still wake up right now today. I still want my $100 from my brother. Can't get it. It just certain shit just shake me certain way, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying?
So when you look at yourself, like when you reflect and just look at yourself, how you see yourself right now as a person. Like if you had to judge you,
Carl Benjamin
how you see
and Reckham Carter.
The crazy part is, bro, I thought I was whole. I thought I was wholesome. I thought I was like the perfect man into this situation. This situation at hand right now made me realize, like, damn, bro, I'm actually fucked up. Like, I was just so, God just created me to be so happy to the point where I know how to like get beyond problems. I just always was happy. My whole trial, I just was happy as hell because it's just like, I ain't got no reason to be happy. But it's just like, God just, I'm just a happy person. I'm just a natural happy person. I could have got a life sentence and went to prison for the rest of my life. And I would have been seeing me in prison.
Happy during that trial.
First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody watching right now. When you come through, make sure you drop your city and state on the curb so we can shout y'all out, man. And shout out to y'all, man, for tuning into the video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Follow the culture, man. It's time for that culture for the streets. We got Highway Henny in the building with us right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
even this part right here, when he's talking about how he was brought up with a father and also trying to keep him out the streets.
Hold on, what you say?
Even how he's talking about how he was brought up with his dad, and his dad was trying to keep him out the streets and all this is like contradicting everything you've been saying for a long time, your whole career.
Shout out to Richmond, VA, man. I'm rolling with Lucci too, man. This whole situation made Lucci look like the realest nigga walking around Atlanta right now because Thug manipulated everybody he was around, and it's kind of involving them in the melee he got going on right now. In the meantime, you know, we know Lucci kept it 100. even though he went through some things, he came home and kept it 100. And you really can't deny that, man. I damn sure don't think he would get on the microphone and do what Young Thug doing. And
Hell
shout out
nah.
to NYC for sure, man. NYC in the building, man. Shout out to Reckham Carter, man. Shout out to everybody watching the video, man. Y'all think it's over with for YSL and Young Thug? Because this is a hit to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? This is like Jay-Z going down in a bad scandal or being put in a situation like this in New York. You see what I'm saying?
So does this make it like, I don't even know, like everybody, turn that back on. Everybody that he co-signed for, is it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it gonna affect them now moving forward? Like,
yeah, I mean, what Carter said, they basically was for real. Because at the end of the day, they took those pleas, not knowing that Thugga might have took pleas. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it is like, I want to know what charges did he have before this that had him even in there talking like that?
In the interrogation room?
Right. Was that from when him and Gunna got pulled over? Because what has you in that room of volunteering this information anyway? They said he was in a cell. They brought him down from his cell or whatever. But what charges was you in there for at that time? Because it seemed like nobody knew you was in there telling all this shit that you was telling. So it's like, it's so much with him that's unanswered to where it's like, what the fuck is going on, Thug?
I don't know if when he ended up in that interrogation room, if that was interrogation from when him and Gunna got pulled over with the strap in the car or something else. But evidently, he ended up in the interrogation room doing what he was doing. But this is all before the RICO.
Right. But see, I don't understand why he would even be in there then whenever they got pulled over. Because remember, he talking about them having a fall guy.
No, if you're talking about the interrogation room, that it was leaked recently, but it's not a recent.
Yeah, I know it's not a recent. That was
It's
from
not
before.
recent interrogation footage. I don't think so. That's years
No,
old.
no, that interrogation is from beforehand. That's what I'm saying.
That's years old, but it came out since he's been out. You know what I mean?
What was he picked up for back then when they was interrogated? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was
If
going on?
anybody that's in here right now know exactly what Thug had been picked up for that led to him being in the interrogation room, which led to us seeing the leaked tapes of the interrogation, let us know, because offhand, I really don't know, and I didn't go digging into it to see how he ended up in the interrogation room. Like, what was he being charged with, or was he in any type of trouble at all to have even been in there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it don't make sense, because you in there talking about the shooting with Lil Wayne, so that's in between that time is where that's, you know what I'm saying, in between that and the RICO was where he was getting interrogated. So what was you in there for at that time? You know what I'm saying? Because this is before they even charged the dude for the shooting. And you know, that was dude just did 10 years for that.
You sure Pee Wee wasn't locked up for the shooting when Thug said that?
No, that's when they was getting the information for it. So he might have been in jail at the time, but he wasn't charged yet. Like, he ain't go to court or none of that shit. So that interrogation is 10 years old.
Let me ask you this. You thinking Pee Wee Wasco protecting Thug?
I believe he got paid off. You see the nigga just dropped a new chain.
Yeah, and the chain chunky too.
He got the same one he got on in this interview.
I don't know if it's the same one. It
he
was
got a small version.
I had to go back and look at that Pee Wee Roscoe talking, man, because he did have a big body. He said 15 years on the airway is crazy.
Like, man, it's been sitting there. That tape been sitting there. Them interrogation tapes is from after the shooting of Lil Wayne. Remember, that's why he was justifying that they didn't do it. Remember?
Yeah, yep.
So that gotta be from back then. So what was he picked up for back then? Because matter of fact, that would make that shit before the gunna and him and gunna getting pulled over in the car. So was he just in there volunteering shit, or what was he picked up for then that they didn't charge him? You get what I'm saying? So he had to be cooperating back then.
Was he by himself, or was he by himself when he got picked up? So nobody knew he was getting interrogated.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It had to be something that happened that nobody else knew that he was in there. Because you remember when he starts the joint, he was like, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. I'm just not writing nothing down.
Yeah, man, it's just Thug, man. King Slime, man. He was one of the niggas that was kind of, you know how people looked at Big U kind of sort of when they come to California, they got to kind of go through him some kind of way for some type of, and he wasn't just the only person, but I'm just using him as an example coming from that way. Like, I think Thug kind of tried to play that role in Atlanta for us, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't kind of going through me or dealing with me some kind of way.
He was gatekeeping the music industry out there. He was the gatekeeper, nigga. He was literally the gatekeeper. He made it okay for niggas to come out on that gay shit, all that boyfriend and my bae shit that they was doing, all that. That nigga started all that. He changed the whole culture in Atlanta. He combined the hood niggas with the gay shit for real. He put a combination of that shit together and he got niggas to fuck with him. The nigga had
I think a lot of people was already messing with Thug before he blew up, because if you coming from the streets, you gonna know most of the people that's outside.
But you knew niggas had to respect him, dog. His CD cover was him in a dress, and they said it was because he had an AK underneath there. Niggas made it like it was okay.
But that go back to what I was saying about the influence that Young Thug had over a lot of people in Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. He was the gatekeeper.
They
dog.
overlooked a lot because of the love and the respect they had for Thugga, cuz.
He got niggas dying they dreads and shit, dog.
I ain't gonna say he responsible for that, but
man, you know niggas are dying they shit crazy colors after that, dog.
We just gotta admit that he did create a wave, and you know, he has been at a certain level in Atlanta when it comes to Atlanta, the Atlanta scene, and you know, he get a lot of respect from the streets of Atlanta too. We can't leave that out. That's what makes this bad. It's not just a rap thing, bro. We ain't sitting here talking about, oh, I ain't bumping this no more. It's a lot. He represented Atlanta a certain type of way, so it don't just hurt his reputation. To me, it hurts the city, because the city, and I'm not gonna say the whole city of Atlanta, but
I feel like he came in when everybody was waiting for Lil Wayne again, when he had everybody waiting for them Carters and all that shit. I feel like he came in and swept up all them Wayne fans and went on with it from there. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he became the new Lil Wayne of the South type shit.
I'm not gonna say that. That's a big one.
No, he literally became big as hell.
Reckham Carter said that he think that he get to be Lil Wayne part 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's other people that understand that too. But I also think that was his downfall, because if you establishing a relationship with Birdman, why would you try to be like his quote unquote son?
Because you gotta think at the time Birdman was beefing with Wayne too. So he was trying to, you know what I'm saying? He was going with Birdman.
Yeah, but that's father son.
You don't get in that shit, but he
exactly
he chose to get in it though.
And he did.
He chose to be in that though. So you know what I'm saying? He chose a side and chose to be in it. And then now Bird ain't got no rap for you.
After this interview, I don't think a lot of people got rap for him, because there's a lot of stuff he said. Like, he almost narrated a gangster movie, bro. Like, there's certain things he explained, which, you know, people gonna see in the video that we just didn't know was going on in these time frames and situations. And then he'd go back as far as to say, you didn't say all of this only to wait till you get to the end and say, that's what the police said.
It's and he's telling stories on there that we really never knew nothing about.
Never knew nothing about.
You know what I'm
Never
saying?
knew nothing about.
Which, so you're giving stories that wasn't even. I don't know. I'm gonna just wait till we get to the parts on the interview, man, because it's crazy.
Yeah.
This shit.
Get back to the video.
Like so happy to the point where I can't be in touch with my real feelings.
But do you think that type shit goddamn make it to where a nigga? Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you, son. Like coming out of jail, and we're like, man, what the fuck is this nigga doing, bro? Like it's like you ain't learn your lesson, and all this shit going on here, and these calls, talking on the phone. Like, what the hell wrong with this nigga? Like, you know, a nigga. I know you was in there praying, right?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like, do you not understand your prayers got answered?
Yeah, you understand that, but you also listening to people tell you like, well, you the wizard, you ain't going to prison, and then you gotta understand, man. I was in jail 3 years, bro. Like I was praying 3 whole years. At some point, I started thinking like the prayers ain't working. You gotta understand that too. Like I'm going through shit every day. I'm looking at my best friend, them do what they do. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at some shit, and it's making me feel how I'm feeling. Like I ain't never been a nigga to pillow talk. I ain't never been a nigga to talk about nobody else in my life on the phone with nobody else. I've never been that type of nigga. I've been these last few days. I've been sitting around like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what I was
I
doing?
appreciate you saying.
That nigga just start thinking like that, because when that nigga was behind them bars,
He was up there with his feet up, nigga, on that tablet, talking like a motherfucker.
when that nigga was behind them bars, he was thinking a whole nother different way, and he was talking a whole nother totally different way, bro.
But you see
Bro,
what
don't
Bank
let this
told
nigga
you.
fool you, bro. That
You
nigga
see-
was in there going through it, and he was doing a lot of manipulating and hating from a jail cell and from a jail phone, man.
See what Bank told that nigga, like, man, what the fuck was you thinking? Like, did you not notice that your prayers was answered, nigga? Like, you didn't learn shit when you was in there.
You can't tell niggas nothing once they make it. It's like they know everything. You know, I got this under control.
Man.
I think I was just so fucked up, and I just felt like it was just over. Like I'm just sitting in jail 24 hours on 23 and 1. I'm in a cell 23 hours. Like at this point, I'm just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Life it ain't what I'm thinking it is. Like I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just holding conversations with my girl. But the crazy part is, all these conversations that I had on the phone, I also had with the same niggas who I was talking about on the phones. So that's why it don't seem weird between us, me and them. Because I done held these same conversations with Wham. I done held these same conversations with Savage. How I feel about him, how I feel about Wham, how I feel about this, how I feel about every situation. We talk like men, we brothers, we talk. They tell me how they feel about certain things. So we all align. We went.
Now that I gotta stop right there, because we was talking about this early here, man. Out of all the people he said he told, now I could see him saying certain things. I could see him saying or having a conversation with Wham, little baby, and saying, you know what I'm saying, this and this and that about the 300 million piece sold the label behind you. Could have did this and this. I could see you saying these types of things to them certain type of individuals. But I know damn well, nigga, I know damn well you ain't went to Future, nigga, and said, look, man. Looked him in his face and said, man, you my dog. But you a deadbeat father, man. You a deadbeat nigga, man, to your kids, man.
Hey, yeah.
You ain't told Future. Nigga, you ain't told Future that, nigga.
You ain't said nothing like that to this nigga. You ain't said nothing nowhere near that to
You know
this
why the
nigga.
beat playing in the studio and y'all about to do a track. You ain't cut the music down a little bit while the music playing and looked at Future and said, man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You a deadbeat nigga, man. You need to get yourself to, man, nigga ain't did that, man. Don't even let this man sit on this show. You thought that he looked Pluto in his eyes and said, you know what I'm saying? You my partner, man. I got all the love in the world for you, twin. But you a deadbeat nigga, man. You need to do better. That nigga didn't say that, man. He might have said, man, you need to be a better father. You need to work on your father and your parents and something like that. But you didn't sit there and call the nigga you a dick like they saying you said on the phone, bro. You ain't said that.
Man, that nigga, and he's really like contradicting everything. Cause it'd be like, dog, you know damn well you ain't talk to this nigga about nothing about them kids. If it was anything about some females, it was about what bitches he done cracked or what, you know what I'm saying? Nigga,
It
you ain't
wasn't about him being no dead.
kid.
You didn't sit there and call that man no deadbeat with the serious face, nigga.
Man.
Thugga, stop it.
This nigga talking about, so you told Glow she was ugly to her face.
Man, stop it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
And that shouldn't even been a conversation. You going from talking about Atlanta politics to Glorilla, nigga. It
You just all
shows the femininity in this nigga, man.
What made you even mention her? You in there hating on her because she was blowing up. What made you think about her, period, while you in jail? And for what reason did you sit back and be like, damn, this ugly ass bitch? Like, yo, like you just sitting in your cell, heard her on the radio, was like, man, this bitch ugly as hell.
What would make this nigga get on this interview and tell us a bold-faced lie that you told Future?
Man,
He was a deadbeat. Matter of fact, nigga, if somebody can prove that he told Future he a deadbeat, nigga, hey, nigga, I eat sardines out the can covered in mustard, nigga, for the next 3 days.
nigga, that's
I know
crazy.
damn well he didn't tell Future that. Not like that in them words like that.
That nigga said everything I was saying on the phone, I tell these niggas.
And I know Bank got to know this shit is a lie, man.
Nigga, he's not telling Dirk that he made him, basically, that he saved him when his career was struggling.
And I also think it was two different conversations. What y'all think? I think it was two different conversations. I think Bank and Young Thug had this interview, but that was for him to kind of respond to Bank and respond to the world because we watching too. But I also think him and Bank had their own conversation outside of this podcast stuff.
They had to have a real heart-to-heart conversation after that because Bank feel offended. You heard the nigga say, nigga, what the fuck was you thinking? Like, nigga, you ain't learned shit.
Nothing.
We won. We what we here, but you got to understand, like, my standpoint. I'm locked up. Nigga, I'm on the phone talking to my girl every day. This is the only person I'm talking to on the phone. This is the only person that I can talk to. Like, I can't even talk to my family because they just like how they is. It ain't good for my case. They can be on the phone. They don't understand certain things. So if I be on the phone with them, they might say the wrong thing on the phone. So now I can't talk to them. Now I can't talk to Bank. I don't want the police to get on Bank. Now I can't talk to Wham. I don't want the police to get on him. I don't want the police to get on Savage. I don't want the police to get on Pluto. It's just so much shit in my mind to the point where I'm just like, I'm confining myself. I mean, not confined. I'm like trapping myself to just communicate with one person. And then I might go to court and just get body slammed by the motherfucking judge, bro. And then I just got to come back to the jail. Now I'm on the phone with somebody that I love, whoever it is I'm on the phone with. And they like, man, goddamn, or goddamn, they say, this nigga right here been up pulling up on bro. This nigga pull up. Of course, I'm just like, bro, I just got body slammed by the jail. I'm just feeling how I'm feeling, bro. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, I ain't even tripping on that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I done told all these niggas these same things.
But looking back on it, how you feel? You just said, goddamn, like, damn.
Franklin University makes it possible. Time has come, make a break from a start.
You feel like you was tripping?
I feel like I was tripping, but I feel like, because I ain't never did shit like that. I ain't never pillow talk with no girl ever in life. I ain't never in my life held no conversation with no girl about no another nigga ever until jail. And I've been trying to figure out, like, why the hell was I even doing that? And then I just had to, like, think back to when I was in jail. Because I did a long time in jail. So I know how to think right back to when I was in jail right now.
So you've been reflecting.
Hell yeah. And that's another thing I don't even want to do. That's why I don't even respect the phone call shit coming out. Because all it do is make me think about when I was in jail, going through fighting for my life. All it do is make my girl think about those long ass conversations on the phone. We praying and we doing shit and hoping that I can get away from this shit and come out of it. Like, that's the weird part about this shit that's happening. Like, this shit, all this, y'all, this shit just like a fun moment in the memes on the internet and trying to just like tarnish my existence and just my real nigga shit, my real nigga life to like just to have fun with it. But not knowing, like, but this shit traumatizing the hell. This shit goddamn make me remember when I was in jail. This shit make me remember those dark ass days and moments I had, bro. This shit make my girl cry. She ain't even tripping about what we saying on the phone. Nigga, we said, whatever I say, I can say twice. I'm a grown man. I'm a man, nigga. Whatever I say twice. And I done said it to every nigga. They know that. So I ain't tripping on that part. I'm tripping on just like the world not knowing that. I'm tripping on the world just Oh, but look at this. Oh, hey, y'all, here go another phone call. Here go. It's just like, bro, y'all ain't understanding what's going on.
Let me say this. If you won you knowing that you told these people and you was on the side, how would you look at it? If you was from the sideline, just listening to Slime on the phone, on the jail phone, talking to Savage, talking to your girl, just about like everything, how would you look at that? If you didn't know, like you said, you done told the same people this, how would you look at it?
It depends. If I was on the sideline and I never been in that situation, like no jail shit or fight for my life, I probably would look at it how people looking at it that ain't never been through shit.
Okay.
They probably looking at it like, man, you some bullshit. Why you talking about? But if I was a nigga that had experienced certain shit, I would look at it another way.
Mm-hmm.
But and me personally, I'm a smart man. I know how to think. So if I see somebody else going through this, I'm the type of person to be like, man, I want to know what he think. Like I want to hear what he was feeling. Like why you do this? Why you said this shit on these phone calls? Why you was saying this shit on these phone calls? Because everything on the phone call came from questions being asked.
Or they just putting out your part. Who you think putting that shit up?
I don't know. I be looking at it like some of the niggas that's like mad that I'm pushing grown man business. I'm pushing. We ain't telling on nobody. We ain't no rats. We ain't doing it. It might be people that's like, it might be stemming from that. Cause
do you think you inviting that energy though?
Yeah, 100%. Overly.
Yeah.
Overly.
Exactly what the hell Reckham said, man. Police leaking them calls. The nigga don't nobody outside on the street corner hustling, gang banging, whatever you doing that got to do with street activity. Ain't nobody outside
got access to
got
that
the
shit.
power to go to the station and get no leak phone call. And come on, bro.
Yeah, you can't get that shit. That's not some shit. No, that's not even shit 1090 Jake get. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting like that.
Hell no. That's when stuff like that happen, it's an inside job.
For sure.
That's evident. So whoever did do it, they wanted to see Thug in his position, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have put it out.
They making money off them joints. They selling them calls one by one.
I wouldn't be surprised if the person that's leaking them made a YouTube channel on y'all ass.
I was thinking that too, and steady dropping them motherfuckers.
And on some gangster shit, and this ain't even in defense of thugs, just anybody, because there's plenty of people locked up, and this could happen to anybody that's locked up. Nigga doing something like that, and you work for the jailhouse in any type of way, you should be locked up.
Yeah.
You should be locked up too.
Yeah.
But me just knowing how this world is, even if I wasn't inviting the energy, it still happened. It still would happen.
You can't just say that.
I know it. Because you got to think, before the world even seen an interrogation video of me or anything, jail calls I had already got leaked. Jail call got leaked when I was in jail.
Interrogation shit was already out too, though.
Right. I'm just saying, all this shit was happening while I was in jail.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I don't think it would be, me personally, bro, this shit for me to use slang. I don't think it would be, it's like right now, yeah, interrogation shit came out too, and there was some shit in there. We're gonna talk about that. There was some shit in there like, damn, Slime, why you say that? Like, what the hell wrong with you? But at the end of the day, I'm saying niggas wouldn't want to be like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga. If it didn't come with, you gotta think, bro. If people's out here in the motherfucker like free Slime to the death, like can't wait till you get out. But then when you got out, it was like he ain't learned. He's still the same. He want to go back, just off of tweets and dissing, and you know what I'm saying. That just like, damn, bro. Like, bro, you just did some shit niggas don't do. You just goddamn came home on some shit with goddamn damn near everybody telling. Nigga ain't supposed to make it back. And you back, that's God. So it's like, damn, it's like the universe too. Was making it like, yeah, spank him.
I think personally, no matter what I came out of jail and did, it still would have came out one day. Me personally. I understand what you're saying. Because it still came out when the whole world looked at me as a real nigga. My jail phone call got leaked.
They weren't pushing no narrative then, though.
You know, fuck the narrative. I'm just saying, coming out, no matter what. I feel like no matter what, it still would have came out. I know it would have. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it still would have, no matter what, bro. No matter what I would have got out of jail and did, it still would have came out. Yeah. Just because it was public record.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when the first shit came out, when the first few jail calls came out, or me and my girl just talking this shit, when those first few jail call came out, nigga, my team got in touch with the Cobb County people and stopped all of it. Like, shut down the whole system. Now you can't go get none of that shit.
Okay.
So what they tell you? Somebody been had it. They got it back then, and they just waiting to release it.
Strategic.
No matter what I would have came out doing, it still would have got released.
What about, like...
Because you can't go on the internet and get it right now. You can't go on Cobb County website and get it. It's been shut down for a year and a half.
What about, like, contradicting shit? Like, they say, you tweeted that you told y'all to take the take the plea.
Yeah.
But on the call, you told Savage. I ain't told that nigga that. Like, so that's like,
see what I'm saying?
Credibility. Like, damn, Slime, you said this, but this, you tweeted this, and well, goddamn, what one is it?
Yeah, I understand that. And the thing is, when just say I'm in jail fighting for my life, this just for people that don't know the law.
Okay.
I got co-defendants. I got 28 co-defendants. I got 28 niggas on the case with me. We can't have contact. We can't talk to each other. We can't be around each other. When I go to court, they got me on a whole nother motherfucking place side of the courthouse. They got these niggas on different sides of the courthouse. Nobody is around each other because we co-defendants. We get another charge if we talk to each other. We can't talk to each other. Mm-hmm. So when I'm on the phone, a nigga like Savage, he know what he know about the law, but it's some things that he don't know about the law. Mm-hmm. So that's what slowed me down from calling niggas from jail, because he on the phone just having a normal conversation with his brother, and he just want to know what's going on. Like, shit, I just want to know what's going on, bro. Like, you seen your brother plea? You seen this? You know, he don't know the law. He don't know the side of the law where I got a co-defendant and I can't talk to him. So if I get on the phone on a jail call and tell Savage, yeah, I told Umfu to take a plea, that's another charge on me because I don't supposed to have contact with Umfu. So when I'm on a jail call talking to Savage, I got to say no. Hell no, I ain't told that nigga do that. Hell no. Because all they gonna do is take that jail call and play it in court. Now I got to attempt the court charge. So when I'm in the jail, I can't say it. And when I'm in the jail, I'm like, hell no, I ain't told no nigga take no plea. No, I ain't did that. Because I got to do that. I'm on trial. I don't supposed to have no contact with him. If I say I told my brother to take the charge, all they gonna say is, how you told your brother that? You must talk to your brother. Boom. The lawyer can get in trouble. All type of shit can happen. I'm on the phone all the time. Hell no. I ain't tell that nigga take no charge. Fuck no.
What you think about that, Han?
It seemed like everything about that situation.
He making a point though. You don't feel like he making a point though? Like, okay, if he over these phones, he got to say hell no, because they all on the same case.
I mean, but it's just with it coming from him though, it kind of make it like, I don't know if I believe it, if that makes sense.
You know why we leaning more towards not believing him in that instant with this particular what he talking about right now? Because he already in the doghouse.
Right. So it's like, I feel like you're trying to fix what you saying now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like now in so many situations, you got time to fix what you was trying to say you said, or how you said it.
I can see if he was trying to fix what he was trying to say, but it didn't make no sense. That actually makes sense as to where you sitting here telling niggas now that you out of jail. I told my brother to do that. But over a jail phone that say you are in DeKalb County Correctional County Jail, however it say, you know how go, nigga.
Yeah, right? I understand you on that.
You can't say, yeah, I told that nigga go ahead. You can't do that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that one.
So I really can't say he using that like that part. Don't get me messed up, right? And I ain't expecting nobody watching this video to get me messed up. The nigga's still in the doghouse.
I get what you're saying on that though. You do got a point.
But he locked up. Who he talking about locked up at the time too? Phone being listened to. This the alleged leader of the Rico at the time they going through this.
Yeah, he
There's
can't
no
say
way you can say, nigga, yeah, I told my brother, go ahead. You can't do that.
You're right. I'll take his word on that one. Yeah, I'll give him that one.
Well, even though the nigga's still in the doghouse with me,
I'm gonna give him that one. I'm
gonna take that one because when you locked up, nigga, that right there, you ain't gonna say over the phone.
That's yeah.
So I'm gonna let the nigga pass with that because
that
makes sense to me. You see what I'm saying? Versus how he finna get ready to come, because he really finna describe a whole new. He finna describe the Atlanta version of Boys in the Hood to us, bro. In detail.
Nigga. Because niggas was going and the niggas that came and grabbed this, and then the paperwork it said that's what the cops
said. They were supposed to go to the club, but they ended up going to take a nigga down. Like, come on, bro.
They was in auntie car. They couldn't pull up to the crib.
You just came from jail. You would think you're trying to stay away from any type of conversation that could put you back in that situation. And that's part of the reason why I feel like this interview for Thug, it just went south. You feel me? Because he was supposed to be, you coming to kind of clear yourself. And in return, you making it even more, you making more of a fool of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Ain't no way. The case closed, but still, I'm pretty sure.
There's no statute of limitation on murder, man.
I don't care if I did beat the case. I'm not about to sit there and describe word for word what happened like that. You know what I'm saying?
There's no statute of limitation on murder. He adding other people in there that could be a separate.
Especially not. Murder. I'm just saying that's just too comfortable for me, nigga. Your homeboy. Let me ask you this here. Your homeboy come home. He just shot 3-4 niggas, right? He in a doghouse for how he talking on the phone and shit. Like, nigga, you locked up. Certain shit you shouldn't be saying over the jail phone. All your discrepancies with all your homeboys ain't something they need to be listening to too.
And this, I don't know if you really.
I'm pretty sure we all been through it. I done been to prison. Shit, my brother just got out doing 13 in the feds. I got most of my cousins is locked up in the state in the feds, man. I don't want to glorify niggas going to jail because I got niggas that's there. I be having collect calls all day. If I just stream live, nigga, my cousins and my niggas would be calling all day, whether it be from the states or the feds. That's not the point I'm trying to prove. When they calling me, they not talking about shit we did in the streets, whether we got away with it or whether it was cases that was beat, none of that. We the furthest away from street conversations.
I just don't see, like, man, you must, Mr. Antonio, you must not have watched this interview. You must not have watched this interview, man. This interview is what got me to where he went into too many details about shit that had nothing to do with even the phone conversations. You know what I'm saying? Shit that we didn't even know about that he gave the details to. You know what I'm saying? About it's crazy. You don't go, oh well, nigga gave this nigga the gun and this went that way and did it. Like, you can't. That's adding another nigga into
Antonio Kwan too, man.
That's adding another nigga into the situation.
He explaining it, yeah, but I just feel like certain, you know, he could have still explained it and did it differently. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't feel like he overstepped the details of these stories in this interview? Like, because I feel like he went way too far into the stories when he was going down to, and you could break down whatever was said in court, but you're going into details that motherfuckers probably didn't even know. Excuse me.
Yeah, like that ain't for us. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you talking about niggas.
I don't need to know that.
Said they went to the club, they went and did this. And
I don't need to know that. Like it was certain things. I understand if he got to go into detail to explain.
Yeah, now you get what I'm saying. Like we couldn't use Auntie Car
don't
because
people
Auntie
into
this.
the narration of your story, nigga. You here to explain yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you see what I'm saying? Like, you know, put my Auntie Car in there and you know what I'm saying? The nigga that gave the other nigga the gun and the nigga that was supposed to meet him at the club, and you know what I'm saying? You done put a
that was
whole
too
lot of
much for
niggas
me,
in
bro.
that shit. You put a lot of niggas into that story that wasn't even known for none of this detail, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, my brother been home 2 years now from the Fed. He still don't talk about nothing really with the case. Man, he trying to leave that shit behind him. He don't even like to talk to niggas about street shit. Man, he hanging up on niggas.
And you know what's crazy?
So,
with his case, nigga, that's when I had first started coming down there. So, you know, yeah, that shit was.
And they shit was serious. He didn't get no niggas in their case, didn't get no plea bargain. One of them niggas got 10 or better.
Shit, Peasy in there and Boo Man in there with 10 or better right now.
You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, if I call you any type of way, it's just certain things we just ain't gonna be talking about. That's all I'm saying. Thug at the front of what he lead. YSL was something that he lead. Is a whole movement, right? Whether they want to say it's a gang or a record label, right?
You see what Antonio's saying right there? What it is what he don't realize is he didn't beat the feds yet. You know what I'm saying? He fought a state case. So all these extra details that you giving them that build a whole circumference of crimes that are YSL crimes, which will bring a RICO Act from the federal level. That's the equivalent of when the state drop a gun charge and the feds pick it up type shit.
Yeah. Now Antonio, like once again, shout out to Antonio Kwan, man. He said y'all think they finna build another RICO. He's still on probation. And mind y'all, to people that don't know about the law, so they don't know what type of trouble Thug was in. He was in a state RICO. He wasn't in a federal RICO. Them two different things. You see what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I'm saying he too loose with how he talked, because yeah, you might have beat the state, but you talking so much that it'll look like arrogance, and that'll make the feds get on your bumper about all them same things y'all just went through all the ringers about.
Them whole list of crimes that you giving the details about are YSL crimes. And you make you fall under a RICO for YSL federally, because those are repetitive crimes. Those are menace to society, basically in a group, a gang. That will be a full-blown federal RICO. You keep talking and keep giving details of these crimes and tying these people to shit that are tied to you.
Yeah. And anybody that know anything about, let me tell you something. If you ain't never had to experience anything when it comes to federal anything, right? Shit make you don't want to even talk on the phone no more, right? You become a real life paranoid individual, bro. Like every time you leave the house, every car to you is the police. Because most of the time, if they own you, most of them cars you seen is the police. Nigga, the mailman be the police. They coming to fix your water pump. Them niggas be the police. The nigga fixing the internet on the telephone, he be the police. It was a nigga walked up on the porch to us while we was barbecuing on the grill at my brother's. He had old nigga, looked like he was almost 70. He had a little dog, one of the little house shoe size dogs. Mm-hmm. He got it on the leash and everything. He walked up and just casual conversation because he see my brother got a dog too. But when the feds came, guess who got out this one car? It was that same old nigga that was damn near 70 years old that looked like an old random nigga walking down the street with a little house shoe size dog, nigga. Mm-hmm. He was one of them. Nigga, when the feds on you, everybody the police, nigga. Yeah. And if you ain't out of reach of them folks, why the fuck is you talking so much, man? You just came from eating salad dressing on thick bologna with the red tape around it and smelling ass all day to coming home and damn near trying to go back, bro. We don't talk about rappers rapping no more. We talking about rappers going to jail, getting put in sleeping bags, catching RICO cases. They doing everything but rapping, nigga.
Everything with making music.
Shit crazy. They doing everything but rapping. We ain't listening to this nigga talking about the new album he about to drop, how many projected units he gonna sell next week, and how his artist is finna sell. We ain't talking about he trying to clean some shit up.
That nigga trying to save his face.
He trying to clean some shit up, nigga. This shit don't got nothing to do. We be on YouTube, and shout out to the YouTubers because it's not our fault that people go. Nigga, I come from the streets too, but it was things that I was going through that led me to do the right things with my money and start moving correctly and making better decisions and understanding that the streets ain't a nigga only option, nigga. These niggas be making, nigga, I wish I had an M right now. I know so many ways to stay above ground and water and everything else. Once I get that type of money in my hand, these niggas get it and they still want to go back to the torn down neighborhood that they not building up. You tearing it down even more and you putting yourself in harm's reach to go to jail for forever. These niggas be rich, but they be stupid, nigga.
I'm over here reading the comments on the other phone. Yeah, man, that shit is like,
yeah,
it's one of them situations where it's like everybody's trying to save their own ass now, but it's like they all giving up information. And then shit, even Lil Woody talking about shit ain't helping because all of that still goes into YSL crimes. You know what I'm saying? But I guess Woody only talk about the shit that he did. But this shit right here is like, it makes it worse because it's like the leader
in
of
a
the
way,
group.
in a way, he promoting what he did, like 6ix9ine did, because he's saying, "Look, man, I don't feel no type of way because at the end of the day, this nigga didn't really love me."
I ain't think of it that way neither.
Nigga, that's what he be saying, nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why a lot of niggas say the streets is dead, not be because niggas is going outside, but because everything niggas going outside, yes indeed. But at the end of the day, you still got to go to the other side of the fence and understand why these niggas going outside. Loyalty is gone. Respect is gone. You can't trust niggas. You got to watch the niggas you around more than the niggas that don't be around you, that don't even live by you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we talking about? Because backdoor mean what? Not backdoor don't mean the ops get you. Backdoor means somebody close to you set this shit up.
Yeah, you're right about that because it's getting ugly right now, man. And it's to the point to where it's like all this shit really is becoming to where they really was fake. You know what I'm saying? When they say that shit's fake, that all this rap shit's fake, all them rappers be fake.
That's why the streets is dead, bro. Listen, man, I've been in the streets for a long time. I'm not in the streets no more like that. But when I was, I seen a lot, done a lot, right? So I seen the times change, nigga. I seen the times go from certain type of people being in the streets to everybody being in the streets, bro. It became a hobby instead of, life led me towards this because certain things going on. You see what I'm saying? That's not the storyline no more. Niggas go outside, go to the hair store, buy one of them two, whatever color bandana they want to join, they buy that. Now they outside, they officially part of that gang, or whatever the case may be. Nigga got a $2,000 gun. He got $15, a half freak, black and mild, nowhere to stay, and some dirty shoes, nigga.
And nigga got a shiesty though.
And when he go to jail, he ain't got no money to post bond. He calling his parents, or he mad at you. Another broke friend that he might have had outside that was with him that had dirty shoes too. Now you mad at him because he don't got bond money for you, nigga. Y'all didn't have bond money together for nobody before you left the street. So now your friendship is ruined because you gave another nigga that didn't expectations he wasn't meant to have. Y'all both was irresponsible ass niggas.
Man, I think this shit right here is it's gonna fuck up a lot of shit. Like I
It's,
think that instead of Atlanta being like the mecca of like the music thing now, like it's gonna change a lot of shit.
I think it's gonna change more. I feel like it's gonna change how the rap niggas from Atlanta deal with each other now.
You think it's gonna be
Because
more
this could have
so?
been going on, like you said, we don't. These was the type of things that we never saw. The
Yeah, it never
dysfunction.
really. It was never put out there. It was always in house. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because if we really didn't know how deep the YFN Lucci and YSL deep was, I mean the YFN and YSL beef was. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know the details of that. Like we
Not,
didn't even know who when Thug said that in that song, like you know what I mean, shouted his mommy, now you know, mentioned me or whatever he said. We didn't know he was talking about Lucci, and we seen on the interview where Lucci was talking about his crib got shot up with his baby mom and his mom in there, but he never said nothing about being YSL. So we never
mm-hmm,
even knew for real, never even put two and two together.
not at all. And the whole time it was really real. It was really real.
Really,
It was
like it was a
losses.
real life beef out there. Niggas was really like R.I.P. Nut. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that was going on, we didn't even know none of that shit was
Gotta
real.
say RIP to people on both sides because both sides took hits. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of freedom
Yeah.
that got took, and it's lives that then been lost. We, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Big Nut, but Big Nut wasn't the only person that was lost in this back and forth. You see what I'm saying? And this back and forth not only went south for them, but it did something to Atlanta too, because in a situation like that, you gotta pick and choose who you mess with.
Oh no, when I was saying R.I.P. Nut, I'm saying when he dropped that mixtape that was called R.I.P. Nut, we didn't even know it was nothing between they shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
hell nah.
so whenever that shit started coming up in the trial, it was like, damn. Or when he got arrested and all that shit started coming out, like I ain't, cause you know we ain't know Woody and them niggas for real until the
Nah,
case.
none of them. Like it wasn't until the trial and shit like that, like the whole YSL Rico that I had to understand that Woody was in a lot of videos because you know when we don't know these people, we ain't checking.
Yeah, we don't even be checking for the background people.
Yeah. Then when they be like, oh well, Lil Woody testified, and you be like, well, who Lil Woody? They be like, well, that was the shooter. And you be like, what? Who is Lil Woody? Then you go doing your research. Then you start seeing things that you. It's just like the Biggie video. We didn't know he was in the niggas was in the restroom. The girl that really was a dude came in there and got between them and took a bit.
Yeah,
Like we young watching this video, thinking
we
it's the
ain't never
hardest
paid
video in the
attention to that
world.
shit.
Pause. But at the same time, something it went right over our head.
And
It
now
was
all
one of
that
the
shit's
things
coming
like
to
that.
fruition. Like we never even understood what we was watching as kids.
Nah. And we ain't understand a lot of shit that was going on in Atlanta.
And it was crazy because it was like I remember being down there with like the billboards of the BMF shit and shit. Like so it was like rap niggas was like superstars. You know what I'm saying? But you might see that nigga at Checkers. You might see that nigga, you know what I'm saying? You might run into that nigga at Church's Chicken. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it was like everybody was cool. Like all the vibes was like, you know what I'm saying? We all Atlanta niggas type shit. Now the street beef was different. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see them type of rap niggas like the extra gangster niggas. You wouldn't run into them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like you would run into like back then it was like the Young Bloods. You remember the stump, the niggas had the stump song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you running niggas like them and Pastor Troy and you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of little niggas and like back then Ludacris was on the radio. His name was Chris Lover Lover.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
it
So
definitely was.
you were running to that nigga, you know what I'm saying? And Holyfield was down there living around the corner from the hood. So it was like we would run into motherfuckers. 2 Chainz and them niggas was still running around there, but it was this is before they was even Player Circle. Back then he was Titty Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all different shit going on, but it was like you seen all the cool niggas and the shakers and movers, but you didn't see the niggas that was in this shit. Like you didn't run into Gucci and Jeezy and them niggas. Like
You ran into the niggas that was under them that ran
Right.
with him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that just moved around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't never come across Future or none of them. Like, we ain't really see the Dungeon. I mean, none of the Dungeon family people like that. But it just everybody was cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody doing music together, everybody was supporting everybody's, you know what I mean, releases, all that shit to where like it seemed like it kept going all the way up to with that era with Thug and them. Cause it seemed like he was putting everybody on. Like, oh well, like he said, I paid Lil Baby not to be in the streets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then he had Gunna, then he had, you know what I'm saying? The shit with him and Rich Homie Quan. It was like everybody that he touched, it seemed like their shit started to turn to gold from the South Side. You know what I mean? From the South. And
And I
now
look,
it's like, what? Now it's just, you know what I mean? Did you let everybody down, nigga?
it's a disappointment, man. Like I said, this is a hit. It ain't like this ain't like a somebody that just got in the game and he got a street reputation from Atlanta. Thugga been in the game for a minute. And like I said, not just Atlanta, but the industry, you know, parts of the world took to Thugga a certain type of way.
And he changed the game, dog. He had niggas wearing bell bottoms and shit. Like, this nigga
Right
was,
now they wearing them.
he had motherfucker, he was out here running around with a skirt and makeup on and taking elevator pictures and shit and getting away with it.
And niggas had no response. Only response dudes had for it was he really liked that in the streets though.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga really crazy for real. And that was it. Like, this nigga was taking photo shoots in full-blown dresses and skirts and makeup and lipstick, and he got niggas painting their fingernails. And
this is what put all the niggas that's in YSL in the doghouse, right? I just got a simple ass question, because if somebody could please answer this for me, whether it's y'all, whether it's you, whether it's, you know, we multi-streaming right now on multiple platforms, so you know what I'm saying, whatever the opinion is, but I need to just know this, especially from street niggas. What did this nigga do? And when I say this, I'm talking about Young Thug. What did he do, cuz, to be able to get over 30 dudes? Some of these niggas hardcore criminals, cuz.
to follow behind his ass.
To follow him. And they seeing him wearing blouses and dresses and stuff.
And he
like,
got these niggas out here willing to do the
like,
most
you know what I'm
gangster
saying?
shit.
It doesn't matter. Like, he gonna still be the leader. Like, what is going on with that?
He got these niggas that really give they all for him. Nigga out here riding, nigga dropping shit, nigga.
Because in real life, cuz, in real life, I'm talking about in real life. The nigga that want to go home and lay up with his girl all day, nigga, the gang can get to starting to turn on you, because nigga, that's all you want to go do is lay up with that bitch. You getting soft, nigga. But this nigga put a dress on,
and niggas was still following this nigga, dog.
Right?
Do you remember the video? Where my gun at? You remember the video where his man was in there in the studio with the gun? Dog, I don't know what it is, but
we talking about we from here. We done seen the big meats. I'm from Ohio. I done seen the Papa Joe's, the all of that, bruh. I ain't never seen, and I don't care about your preference, man, because I'm not a phobic. If you understand what I'm saying, you feel what I'm saying? By no means, right? I'm just trying to understand. a nigga that wear a dress to the down to the ankles, where the ankle socks come up to about the top. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nigga, he had on the skirt with
the streets like that.
He had the skirt with the fishnet stockings on too, my nigga. Don't forget about the skirt with the fishnets.
I remember Thug came to Cleveland and you know it was T.I.
We brought him to Newcastle.
Rocco. It was a few other people too. But long story short, Thug came out with something weird on. Oh man, they wasn't trying to hear nothing. And he knew it. And he went back in the back and got and changed clothes, came out in white tee and some jeans and all white forces because he came out in some. It was worse than Andre 3000, bro.
Oh man,
Cleveland wasn't going, nigga. Shout out to
came up
Cleveland.
here
They
when he
wasn't
first
going.
came out.
They made
My
Thugger change
nigga,
some clothes, nigga.
my nigga Hershey from Pittsburgh. He locked up. Now he in the feds. He had brought him up here to changes and shit. That nigga came here on that weird shit. Ain't nobody. Everybody left.
That's
This
what I'm
when he first
saying.
came out.
Well,
This is
he
back when
got
I had.
influence, but it's not everywhere. Like
This is before. This is right before he got with Rich Homie Quan. When he got Rich Homie Quan, they started lifestyle and shit like that.
And that ain't taken away from his music because he got good music.
But that's
as a
another thing
leader,
I've seen somebody. That's something else that I've seen somebody. We'll probably have to debate about that another conversation. But he don't have no charts or no plaques for anything that doesn't have a feature on it. Thug don't got no plaques
You
or no
sure?
top 10. Yes, nigga. Matter of fact, Academics pulled that shit up. Academics, I'll have to look up the interview and I'm gonna send you the link. He got the chart. He pulled that up.
He accurate because he know he
pulled that up because he was comparing
Holmes when it come to getting to the bottom of a nigga's sales and
everything, nigga. He compared because he was comparing his shit with Gunna shit. And Thug has no songs that are platinum, gold, anything that don't have a motherfucking feature on it. Or Billboard songs that don't have a feature on it.
So what you saying? Thug ain't a good artist because he don't?
I'm not saying he's not a good artist. I'm just saying that a lot of his shit now where he be pulling like, oh, I made this nigga, or I helped this nigga do this, or I helped this nigga do that. They was helping you at the same time, my nigga.
They really was.
And the only nigga that he gave any kind of respect on any of them calls when he was talking about the music shit, really outside of Savage, because he was talking to Savage, was Drake. Because you remember you on here like, these niggas will never be Drake, because he was mad at Kendrick not giving him a feature. Mm-hmm. So it's like, nigga, you just a flat out hater is what it sounds like.
There was always a reason for why he was talking down on a nigga to somebody
Everybody
else.
that was popping, if you think he's on there talking about Dirk, he's talking about Glorilla, he's talking about Kendrick, he's talking about Gunna, he's talking about Lil Baby. All those are down to the top five artists. Future, those are what artists are bigger than them? The only artist bigger than them is Drake.
And he can't say that about Drake because he got songs with Drake.
And it's only and there's more conversations going to drop. So he's probably on there talking about everybody that was blown up. Boss Man, D-Lo, any of them niggas that had wave real quick while he was in jail.
Yeah, buddy, and that's where he gotta adapt to what's going on because what you gonna do an interview every time 2-3 tapes drop? Man. You gotta figure out how you gonna nip this in the bud and move forward, but at the same time, it's so messy. How can you clean a lot of it up? How can you mop a lot of this up, nigga, and it still not be messy? It's messy. And then you got a ATL OG being Big Bang, interviewing him. And, you know, he explaining, but like the point he just made where I stopped the video at, I feel like he do got a point there because at the end of the day, if y'all wasn't in here watching at the time, he was explaining why, and one instance you heard him say he didn't tell his brother to tell. And then in another instance, you heard him say he did. And he basically saying, look, on a jail call, I can't sit there and say, I got to say, no, I didn't tell him to do it because we on the same case. I understand that, but it's still a lot of stuff that Thug just didn't, you know what I mean? He didn't clear up all the way. So to me, it's like he in the doghouse because you should know better.
I feel like he avoided the opportunity to address a lot of the shit that he needed to address. trying to go towards other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you made shit worse while not fixing the shit that you needed to fix from the jump.
Yeah, he did. And now you got to figure out how to repair even more damage that you done created for yourself.
Yeah, because it's like you just add more shit on it. It's like
And
now you're gonna have to come back and explain this interview with another motherfucker. Or you're gonna have to do a clubhouse shit, or you have to get on phone calls with somebody, or you're gonna have to take this interview and now you got to go and sit down with the academics. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit down on one of the bigger platforms where it's super big now, because now you've made it a bigger issue. Because
but
after
how does
this,
it make more sense than going to all these other dudes versus Big Bank? Because Big
because
Bank is
niggas like academics
just
is gonna
like
make
Thug
it.
feel like he Atlanta, Big Bank Atlanta. So just like Atlanta feel like you got to clear this shit up, he the same type. He sit in the same position. He feel like
Yeah, but when he had the
you
chance with Big Bank, nigga, you gave us more questions instead of answering the questions that we already had.
right. You right. You
So now a
absolutely right.
nigga like academics gonna take this interview like we taking it right now. And when he dissect this shit, he'll dissect it and pull up word by word. Well, he said this with the call, you know what I'm saying? To where now, nigga, you gotta come sit with me. Cause academics can call Whack, like Whack, how you feel about this and da 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 da. Now
Yeah.
Whack's gonna take that and he's gonna blow that shit up way bigger. Cause you
Yeah.
know
It
Whack's
might
gonna
be an
take this
argument.
interview. Whack is on Clubhouse with this interview right now.
He probably is.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like
He probably was on Clubhouse last night.
and he might can go back to Big Bang, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is now you gotta answer more questions, brother.
Yeah, man, this is bad. But like Antonio Kwan said, man, shout out to him again, man. Do y'all think that what's going on create a federal RICO for Thug and YSL? Do y'all think YSL talking too much? Let me know what y'all think, because we're gonna have to come back, man. We probably gonna have to double back tomorrow and do a part 2 because the video kind of long.
Yeah, it is an hour and a
We
half.
already an hour and a half in, and there's so much more still to talk about. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mark where we at. You feel me?
But we about halfway through.
Yeah, we at the 30-minute mark, and then we gonna come back and put the second half to this puzzle together. You know what I'm saying? With y'all.
I
Shout
just
out to
really
everybody that came through. Make sure y'all hit that like button, and shout out to y'all. Don't forget to drop y'all city and state in the comments. Drop it right on the corner, man. 3300 Trap Street. It's time for that culture for the streets. Tap in. I got my nigga Highway Hen in the building.
definitely coming back, man.
You
I'm
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
be a regular.
Like, and he tapped in with me today. He said, "Hey, bro, I know you about to talk about it. I gotta be there."
Yeah, because that shit was one of them, man. Because when I seen he was going to do the interview, then I see with Big Bang, I'm like, you got to come all the way correct. And I'm sitting there last night and I'm watching the joint. And nigga, it fucked me up to the point to where like it took my whole night away, nigga, to where I ain't even drink for real nothing. Because I'm nigga, I rewind that shit and watched it twice in a row just to understand like what the fuck was he attempting to do. And I couldn't catch where he was trying to clean his name up at without him. He gave us more questions. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he gave
Yeah,
us more, like he made it like this was going to be a part 2 or to be the continue type shit. Because it's like you
yeah,
didn't understand the assignment, my nigga. You didn't explain any of this bullshit you doing. You know,
yeah,
or you did previously, not currently doing, but you nigga, you was in jail with your feet up on the tablet with the headphones in, Googling shit, talking nonstop about every nigga that had a hit.
yeah.
That's all you did was sit there and check the billboards or ask who's popping or whatever and ask something to say about every motherfucker in a negative way.
And now you doing the interview just talking a little bit too much, especially being in your position, because it'd be hard to get me to talk about anything street related, and I got 15, 20 years of hanging over my head. And I actually got a cousin that had 6 years hanging over his head, and his case actually was beatable, but the judge flat out told him, whether you beat the case or not, nigga, you getting that suspended 6. So whether he beat it or not, you still getting 6 years. So just because he had the interaction, basically just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It don't even matter if you beat it or not, you still getting this, you know, the 6. You know, and he got 15, 20 hanging over his head. You gotta walk light. You don't have time to be beefing and all of that with somebody. Come out here, enjoy your family, get your money, bruh. Enjoy
Are you even
life.
allowed to talk about shit like that when you on paper?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure somebody done called him by now. They had to, but we definitely gonna break down the second half of the interview and a little bit more, because we do got a little bit more. We gotta talk about Zillionaire Doe and the new Dallas movement, and you know what I'm saying, they movement versus a lot of other young generation movements, like, because they kind of raising the bar and they moving the meter. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow we gonna recap and finish the second half of this, man. Y'all tune in. It's time for that Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint. Man, we got Highway Head in the building. And look, man, shout out to them new Dallas boys, Dallas period, Texas as a whole period, man, because they doing their thing. We gonna get into them too tomorrow. So if y'all any kind of Zillionaire fans and y'all want to tap in with us, man, make sure y'all there. Beat us there. Don't meet us there. You know what I'm saying? It's time for that. Coach for the Street.